Are you planning to build apartments in Ghana? Is it 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, or 4 bedroom? Are you planning to build up a school? Are you planning to build up an hospital? How about bridges, hotels, event centers, or any sort of community project? The Sales Company Limited got you covered. We are here to design with you, build, and complete your project for you. And we do this at an affordable price. Kindly call us on the numbers you can see on your screen. Call any of them. You can even WhatsApp us. We always got you covered. We are ready for you. We are ready to give you a nice project. Thank you. Do you have a land and you are planning to start a new project, a new building? We are just giving you the step-by-step process of building a house in Ghana here. It's very simple but technical. Very simple but technical. Yeah. So kindly join us, follow us here whilst we are going through these steps and see how best you can also start your project. But don't forget to contact us. You can see the numbers on your screen there. And also leave a comment in the comment section there as well, so that we all learn together. Yeah. So let's begin with this. So let me begin with Mr. Jacob. We want to build. Yeah. So take us through the first process.
Thank you very much. So you want to build. That's nice. First of all, you need to acquire a land. You need to get a land where probably location also matters in this. Wherever you are getting that land, it's one of the factors you need to consider. So by getting a land, after you get your land, you still have to involve a surveyor to do the registration for you. Some landowners will tell you that they have their own surveyors. They will prepare the document for you and code. But even then, you still have to involve a surveyor. After getting that land, take a surveyor to the land, that this is the land I want to buy. But by then, I want to do my search to know that the land is registered in the name of the landowner. So you pick the point. Some landowners will not even agree of you doing that, but that is a fact. You need to insist that I have to go and check if the land is in your name, because every land have a landowner or a land title, like you have a title on the land. So definitely, if you are getting that land, you need to know yourself. Take your surveyor there to survey, pick your coordinates, and go and do a search at the land commission for you to do. So after that, what do you do before you even start? If you gather your facts and you realize that that land is in the name of the landowner, then you start doing your payment and stuff. So either they will tell you that I have a surveyor, they will do the processes for you, or you yourself you engage your surveyor to do the registrations. That is the site plan and the indenture before you even proceed to the title. So basically, that's the first step you need to consider before. Yeah.
So thank you very much. So if you want to know more detail about this, I think we in our videos we have this content there, whereby things you need to know to avoid or let's say litigation-free land issue. Yeah, we've done such content before. So to be well versed in this, I think you need to go through It will help you a lot. Yeah. So, Mr. Steven, let's look at the second step.
Yes, so that is, we will also look at feasibility study.
Okay.
I'm coming to build. What kind of building am I coming to put up? Is it going to be viable when I put it up? What will it bring to me? You need to do those basic calculations to get to know that what you are coming to do, if it will meet the demands of the consumers or the customers that you have. So those are the basic things that you need to do first. That when you put up this building, the market, is it going to be hot cake? Is it going to work?
If you are selling,
will people exactly when you are selling, will people patronize it? Yeah. So you need to ask a lot of questions yourself and then come to conclusion that okay, yes, what I'm coming to, if it is school, the area you are coming to put up the school, yes, are there more people? Are the place busy? If the place is not busy, am I making provision for buses to take the pupils from, or the students from other towns to come to my school? So you have to do all manner of checks before going for it, for the project.
So let's say your feasibility test will determine even the kind of structure you have to put there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very necessary. So by doing that, I think you are even planning well.
Yes, that is a proper plan.
Yes.
Yeah, you've considered everything and then coming to conclusion that yes, this is what I want to do and this will work. You know, sometimes we just consider a particular business which we don't do any kind of feasibility studies. You start with the project and you even realize that the funds you have might not even be enough to finish it. And then the project will just stop at a point. And over 5 years, the project is still there. Meanwhile, you have invested a lot into it.
You are
not making anything out of it, because at the end of the project, before you can start making something, and at the end of that project, will you get what you've planned for, what you wanted to get? Because you have invested, you need to recoup all that you have invested. So it's a lot of calculations. So when you get that correctly, speed, you can continue and then you finish up harder. You start making your money.
Wow. I really like this point. Yeah. You need to plan.
Very well.
You need to plan.
Very well. And even the feasibility studies, that is where you even see these geotechnical engineers. Yeah, they have to pick the ground, they pick the soil of the ground. They will go and run tests. That hotel you want to build, is the land okay for that hotel? We realize these recent times buildings are collapsing and a whole lot of things. Maybe the land is not good for that hotel or that school that you want to build. So we pick the soil from the ground and run the tests and know the exact project you want to do.
Because structure analysis is very important. You need to do structure analysis to make sure the bearing capacity is okay to take that kind of loading capacity that will come on that particular land.
Yeah. People will also consider the feasibility studies before acquiring the land. But in the cases that maybe you have the land already, what will you do? You still have to do them. So it's vice versa. People shouldn't get twisted. It's vice versa. Yeah.
So let's look at another point.
Yes. So you now commence architecture designs. Design a very good structure for yourself or for the business, because you've done the feasibility study, so you quickly move on to do the designing, and make sure you take your time to do the design. Architect wouldn't just design, you tell him or her, oh, do this and that. They bring it to you and then let's go ahead. And then you started project later on and you have to start correcting, changing things. No, that is not the best way of planning. All those things will come with cost. Yes, therefore, in the design stage, work hand in hand with the architects. No matter how busy you are, just have the time. Like the way you have time for your family, the way you have time to go to your account with your subordinate or your accountant. Same way you need to get time for your architect. I quite remember some few clients that we work with. Anytime we are designing for them, sometimes we have to use about 8 hours in trying to look at the design just to make sure it's done properly, so that when you start building, you may not be changing things which will come with a lot of costs. Yeah, so we have to just commence the architecture design by taking critical look at each and every facility to do it correctly, so that there will be no change in terms of construction.
Yeah, and I think one thing we also have to take a good critical look is also the architecture. Yeah, there are a lot of people who call themselves architects. Yeah, so also make sure that the one we are involving is a good person. He's well versed in his area.
And sometimes the architects, they will give you the design. You see it, no, then you start loving the design.
Yeah.
But ability to build is one factor that you need to look at. Those materials that they put up there, will you be able to afford them? Will you get them in Ghana, or will you get them in Africa? How much does it cost? So you need to look at those things before accepting the drawing.
I think they are into business.
Yes.
So they'll just bring out something that's nice.
Yeah, you know what they normally do? They want every building to be unique. So they would design for you in a way that kind of design, you may not see it in any other places. So when the building is unique, that is when they also get more customers. Therefore, when they do it uniquely for you, really look at it before you accept. Yes.
So that's it. So if you want to also know more about things you need to consider before going for an architect, I think we also have a content there. If you scroll through our videos, you see some of these videos there. A lot of architectural content are available there. Yeah. So let's move on. Mr. Jacob.
So at DSUS, our clients are number one priority. They are top-notch, number one priority. That's what we do. So when we are designing for our client, they are always part of us, 24/7. Anytime we need something, oh, this one I'm doing it this way. That's why clients also have a preferred choice. You need to know what you want. I need a 3-bedroom house. That is what you can afford. So therefore, your architects also have to design a 3-bedroom. It's not like I want to build. Just do something for me. I just want to build. What about if the design is done and you cannot be able to build it? So at DSUS, we are the architect ourselves. If you contact us and say you want to build, we will sit with you. What do you want to do? How many bedrooms? What do you want in that bedroom? All those things come to play. We don't just engage architect and say, I want to build, and no, not at all. You are our number one, architect that we first engage before even standing in front of our computers and we are designing for you. So that's what we needed to do. So after all these ones, after you acquire your land, you do your feasibility studies, you do your You commence your architectural designs. What else? You need to acquire a permit. So after you are done with your designs, all the professionals have stamped your or certify your design that oh your design is okay, everything is fine. First of all, you have to take it to the assembly to give you a permit that okay yes this building or this project is good to go before you're able to proceed with it. You know, it's one of those things that you see that assemblies are breaking buildings. It's just because they don't have permit. They have ah. People don't know this, and you will see people fighting over this. Where's your permit? Where they are breaking your house, and before you realize, excavators are there and they are breaking people's house just because a lot of people also don't know this. They just after they build, after they design, choose a contract, they start building. So that's also one thing that we needed to know.
Yeah, that's it. So, as you said, it's something that people used to skip.
Yeah.
People used to skip, and which it shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so. Maybe one of these days we'll go into details about these things, the importance as well here. So, after we have all these things in place, can we start building?
Yes. So you start building, you hire a contractor, not going for a mason. Not hiring a mason. Yes, you hire a contractor.
Okay.
Yes. You hire the contractor to commence the building for you. You mobilize and you go to site and start work.
But before we move on, so with all these steps, do you still need a contractor to guide you in all these steps, or these are something personal that you have to acquire on your own before you invite the contractor?
Yes, so you can go in for a professional to be advising you on certain things. As a client, that is why we have a consultant. So if you think the project is huge, that's if it's not maybe a residential apartment and it's mostly for you cannot have the time, have a professional. 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom apartment, maybe you can handle it. But something more than that, you should have a consultant to help you put up the place. You can come to a memorandum of understanding with the person to just pay a fee, a little to the person to help you go through the project. Because without having a professional by your side, a lot of mistakes do come, and then you waste money which you haven't or you don't have any idea about. When it happens, there is no way you can run away from that mistake, so you surely do it, and the cost will start coming more. Therefore, you need to have a consultant, you need to have a professional by your side to advise you on a lot of things that you want to consider doing to avoid mistakes and a lot of failures. Because a client, most of them want to be a contractor. A contractor is putting up a place for them, or sometimes they engage the skilled persons, which they are not professional, having much of the skills, just artisans and co. They engage them, but the person or a professional that needs to advise the artisans are not there. Therefore, they do a lot of mistakes on sites, and no one is there to correct them because there is no superior person to correct. They do whatever they like and move away, and the client will continue spending money. I can't remember, I went to a site recently. The mason was putting up the place, which a lintel level, which is a story building, but there was no drawing. The mason was just using his mind doing the work. It reached a point, some of the spacing of the columns are more than 5 meters, and they are going to put a floor on it. There was no provision. And I said, why are you doing this? said that is why they stopped the work. They sack the person, and then they are bringing you there. So, okay, that's fine. You've taken a good decision. It's a bit late, but in this stage, we can rectify things so that we can avoid those mistakes that will cause failure tomorrow. So it's very important to have a professional person by your side to advise you on certain things, that there will be no mistakes, there will be no failure.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Yeah.
So some of those testimonies, as Stephen says, there's thousands of them.
Yeah.
There's thousands of them. So all that we are telling our viewers, that all those things that we are saying, we have them at the source. So for you to avoid all those mistakes, for you to overspend on your project, just choose the source. You've seen all those kind of professionals in there, and I think your money is safe.
Yeah, your money is safe. Yeah, it's safe. So thank you, guys. Thank you for joining me to elaborate on these content. So viewers, we've learned a lot. Yeah, but in our next video, we will also look at the construction aspect. Yeah, step by step, starting your construction or your building. So let's keep in touch in our next video. Thank you. Bye.